Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Friday, September 1st, 2023. First podcast of September. Big show, college football, MLB, FIFA, WNBA, tennis, NASCAR, safety rankings, news and notes, and best bet and the Fab Five. All right, we'll start with college football. We will go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to tonight and Saturday and Sunday, so it should be a ton of fun coming up. Alrighty. So Thursday, Wake Forest over Elon 37-17, UCF over Kent State 56-6, Georgia State over Rhode Island 42-35. Western Michigan over St. Fran, PA, 35-17. NC State over UConn, 24-14. Number 14, Utah over Florida, 24-11. Minnesota over Nebraska, 13-10. Missouri over South Dakota, 35-10. Tulsa over Pine Bluff, 42-7. UAB over NC A&T, 35-6. Arizona State over Southern Utah, 24-21. So I guess that was the closest call to an upset. Alrighty, a shorter slate for tonight. Alright, so at 6:30 tonight you have Howard and Eastern Michigan. My projections here are Eastern by 8.5, total 57 and 3/20. And we do not have a number on that game on FanDuel, so let me just check the Vegas Insider and see if they have. No, it says not available. Oh well. Fox Sports 1, 7 o'clock. Central Michigan, Michigan State. I project Michigan State by 6, total 54 and 2/5, and it's 14.5 and 45.5. So I have a 8.5 point edge on Central, and I have a less than 7 point edge on the over. So give me Central Michigan getting the points. ACC Network, Miami of Ohio at Miami. I project Miami by 6, total 46 and 11/20, and it's 16.5 and 45.5. Give me Miami of Ohio. That is a lot of points for the Canes to be giving. 7:30, ESPN from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Louisville, Georgia Tech. My projection, Louisville 18.5, total 46 and 3/4. And 7/20. I don't know why I just said 3/4. And it's 7.5 and 49.5. Oh my God, do I love Louisville minus the points. I think Louisville's in for a bounce back season. Georgia Tech stinks. So I'm going to lay the points with Louisville. Love it. 8 o'clock, Missouri and Kansas State. Or Missouri State, Kansas. I read that wrong. Kansas State I have by 28.5, total 62 and the 20th. And then, last but not least, 11 o'clock on CBS Sports Network, Stanford, Hawaii. Mine Stanford 8.5, total 54, and it's 3 and 54.5. Give me Stanford minus the points. I know this line opened at a different number. It went all the way down because nobody thinks Stanford's going to be good, including myself, by the way, but they should beat Hawaii. Hawaii's not good, and I think there's a buy low opportunity on Stanford. All right, Saturday. It's going to be fun. 12 o'clock, Peacock. Eastern Carolina at number 2, Michigan. I have Michigan by 30, total 56 and 13/20. And it's 35.5 and 51.5. The question is, where do I go? I'm going to lay the 30, or I'm sorry, take the 35.5 with Eastern Carolina. I read that wrong. ABC at 12 o'clock. Virginia at number 12, Tennessee. My line is Tennessee 12.5, total 55 and 3/10, and it's 27.5 and 56.5. I'm going to take Virginia getting the 27.5. That is a lot of points. They'll cover. On Fox, Colorado at number 17, TCU. I have TCU by 9, total 61 and 17/20. And it is 20.5 and 63.5. I'm going to take Colorado getting the points. I think they backdoor. On ESPN, Arkansas State at number 20, Oklahoma. My line's Oklahoma 21, total 59 and 2/5, and it's 36.5 and 58.5. I'm going to take Arkansas to cover Arkansas State. Fox Sports 1, Utah State at number 25, Iowa. I have Iowa by 21, total 42 and 9/20, and it's 23.5 and 43.5. I'm going to take Utah State to cover. SEC Network, Ball State, Kentucky. My line's Kentucky by 12, total 44 and 17/20, and it's 26.5 and 48.5. I'm going to take Ball to cover. Bowling Green, Liberty on CBS Sports Network. My line is Liberty by 6, total 54 and 3/5, and we have 9.5 and 49.5. I'm going to take the over. Fresno State, Purdue, Big Ten Network. My line is Fresno by 9, total 51 and 3/20, and it's Purdue giving 4.5, total 46.5. Give me Fresno getting the 4.5 and plus 158 to win the game on the field. Next up, ESPNU, Louisiana Tech, SMU. My line is SMU by 2, total 69 and 2/5. And it's 20.5 and 66.5. Give me Louisiana Tech. That is way too many points. I think Louisiana Tech is going to be pretty good this season. Northern Illinois and Boston College on the ACC Network. Mine's Boston College by 12, total 54 and a 10th. And it's 8.5 and 50.5. So the question is, do I go with the 3/4 edge on Boston College? Or do I go with the over? I'm going to go with the over. I have a slightly larger edge on the over. LIU, Ohio. Mine is Ohio 32.5, total 50.5. Don't have a regular out. Western Carolina, Arkansas at 1 o'clock. Mine's Arkansas 22.5, total 62 and 11/20. Robert Morris, Air Force. I have Air Force 32.5, total 42 and 13/20. 2 o'clock, Mercer at number 22, Ole Miss. I have Ole Miss 18.5, total 49 and 19/20. East Tennessee State and Jacksonville State. I have Jacksonville State by 9.5, total 52 and 19/20. Northern Iowa, Iowa State. I have Iowa State only 7.5, total 49 and 3/5. Akron Temple. I have Akron by 6, total 53 and a quarter. And it's 10.5 and 56.5. I am going to take Akron getting the 10.5, and I think they can win the game straight up, so I'm taking them at plus 290. So I have Akron favored by 6, but it's Temple 10.5. So that's a big discrepancy there. 3 o'clock, Pac-12 Network, Portland State at number 15, Oregon. My line is Oregon 31.5, total 64 and 17/20. 3:30 on CBS, number 3, Ohio State at Indiana. My line is Ohio State by 18, total 60 and 7/20. And we have 29.5 and 59.5. Oof, give me Indiana getting the points. That's a lot. ABC, Boise State at number 10, Washington. I have Washington by 9, total 57. And it's 14.5 and 58.5. I'm going to take Boise getting the points just to cover. On Fox, Rice at number 11, Texas. I have Texas by 24, total 57 and 7/20. So it's 35.5 and 59.5. I'm going to take Rice to cover. NBC, Tennessee State at number 13, Notre Dame. I have Notre Dame 29.5, total 45 and 11/20. Next, Fox Sports 1, Buffalo at number 19, Wisconsin. I have Wisconsin by 24, total 51 and a quarter. and it's 27.5 and 53.5. I'm going to take Buffalo to cover. On ESPN, UMass Auburn. I have Auburn by 20, total 55 and 17/20. And it's 35.5 and 51.5. So the total went down from yesterday. I'm going to take UMass to cover the large number. Barely. Towson, Maryland. I have Maryland 25.5, total 50 3/4. CBS Sports Network, South Florida, Western Kentucky. I have Western by 21, total 64 and 11/20, and it's 12.5 and 70.5. I think 70.5 is a high total, but I have a larger edge on Western Kentucky, so I'm going to lay the points. Wofford, Pitt. I have Pitt 4.5, total 53 1/4. Eastern Kentucky, Cincinnati. I have Cincinnati only by 1.5, total 60 and 9/20. So that is a outright upset, FCS over FBS candidate. Gardner-Webb, Appalachian State. I have App State 11.5, total 60 and 4/5. 4 o'clock, Southeast Louisiana, Mississippi State. I have Miss State by only 7.5, total 55 and 11/20. ESPNU, Cal, North Texas. I have North Texas by 3, total 58.5. And Cal's favored by 6.5, totals 54.5. Give me North Texas getting the 6.5 and plus 205 to win straight up. Colgate, Syracuse. My line is Syracuse 16.5, total 51 and 1/5. Bryant, UNLV. I have UNLV 14.5, total 59 and 19/20. 6 o'clock, UT Martin at number 1, Georgia. I have Georgia 28.5, total 59 and 7/20. SC State and Charlotte. I have SC State by a half, total 56 and 3/5. So that is a FCS over FBS upset pick for you. If assuming Charlotte's favored. Monmouth, FAU. My line's FAU only by 2.5, total 63 and 11/20. So that's another possible FCS over FBS upset. The Citadel, Georgia Southern. I have Georgia Southern by 29.5, total 53 and 3/10. Bucknell, James Madison. My line's James Madison 23.5, total 49 and 11/20. Albany, Marshall. My line's Marshall 18, total 48 and a 20th. 6:30, Pac-12 Network, Nevada, number 6, USC. My line's SC by 33, total 63 and a 5th, and it's 38.5 and 66.5. I'm going to take Nevada just to cover. Maine, FIU. My line's FIU 13.5, total 51 and a 5th. 7 o'clock, Southeast Missouri at number 16, Kansas State. I have Kansas State 13.5, total 55 and 3/10. 7 o'clock at ESPN, New Mexico at number 23, Texas A&M. Mine's A&M by 9, total 41 and 11/20. And it is 38.5 and 48.5. Giving New Mexico getting all those points. That is way too many points. And I think Texas A&M is one of the more overrated teams this year. NFL Network, Army, UL Monroe. My line's UL Monroe by 3, total 53 9/10. And it's, wait for it, guys, Army by 9.5, total 46.5. Give me UL Monroe getting the 9.5 and 3-1 straight up. Alabama A&M, Vandy. I have Vandy 5.5, total 57 and a 5th. CBS Sports Network, Wazoo, Colorado State. My line's Wazoo by 12, total 43 and 3/10, and it's 10.5 and 55.5. Give me the under. That is way too many points in that game. Texas State, Baylor. Mine's Baylor 15, total 53 and a 10th, and it is. Ooh, I can't find that one. Oh, there it is. 27.5 and 59.5. Give me State the cover. Fox Sports 1, UTSA, Houston. My line's UTSA by a whopping 15, total 66 and 9/20. And it is 1.5, and 59.5. Ooh, I'm laying the points. That's a scary line. Central Arkansas and Oklahoma State. My line's Oklahoma State only by 1.5 till 61 and 19/20. So Central Arkansas is a potential outright upset FCS over FBS situation. Bethune Memphis. My line's Memphis 26.5 total 62 and 4/5. Alcorn State Southern Miss. Line Southern Miss 2.5 total 47 and a fifth. So Alcorn State's another possible upset pick. Stephen F. Austin Troy. My line's Troy 11.5 total 52.5. 7:30 SEC Network Middle Tennessee at number 4 Alabama. My line's Alabama by 27 total 58. And it is 39.5 and 51.5. I'm going to take Middle Tennessee getting the points. On NBC, the debut of Saturday primetime in college football on NBC. How about this? West Virginia at number 7 Penn State. My line is Penn State by 21, total 58 3/4, and then it's 20.5 and 48.5. So this was probably one of my closer projections. The total went down from 58.5 to 48.5, or 50.5 to 48.5. I really love the over in this game. Love it. Penn State can be close to doing it by themselves. That's how much I love the over in this game. Number 21, North Carolina at South Carolina. I have North Carolina by 8.5, total 62 and 11/20. This game's going to be played at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And we have 2.5 and 64.5. That is extremely low. I'm going to lay the 2.5 with North Carolina. That is very low in that game. Big Ten Eric Toledo, Illinois. My line is a pick and 46 and 13/20, and it is Illinois 9.5 total 45.5. Give me Toledo getting the 9.5, and I'm going to give out plus 265 on the money line too. So I think they went outright. CBS, Texas Tech, Wyoming. My line is Tech by 3 total 54 and 2/5, and it's 14 and 50.5. I'm going to take Wyoming getting the 14. That's a pretty scary game for Texas Tech. I think Wyoming can win that game outright. ESPNU, South Alabama at number 24, Tulane. I have Tulane by 6, total 53 and 11/20. And it's 6.5 and 51.5. I'm going to go with the over. Although a lot of people like South Alabama in this game, and rightfully so. ACC Network, Old Dominion, Virginia Tech. I have Vautech by 30, total 45 and a fifth, and it's 15.5 and 47.5. I'm going to lay to 15.5 with Virginia Tech. Northwestern State and Louisiana at 8:30. My line is Louisiana by 11.5, total 54 and a fifth. Next, 9 o'clock, Western Illinois at New Mexico State. Mine's New Mexico State by 24, total 56 and 2/5. Incarnate Word UTEP. I have UTEP 13.5, total 58 and 19/20. 10 o'clock, Pac-12 Network, Northern Arizona at Arizona. I have Northern by 19.5, total 59 and 11/20. 10:15, Fox Sports 1, Sam Houston at BYU. My line's BYU by 21, total 50 and a fifth. And we have 19.5 and 46.5. So the total went down by a half. I'm going to take the over. ESPN 10:30, Coastal Carolina at UCLA. I have Pick'em in 63 and 7/20, and it is 14.5 and 66.5. Give me Coastal Carolina getting the 14.5, and I'm going to give them out at plus 470 to win straight up. And last but not least, Idaho State at San Diego State. I have San Diego State giving 35.5, total 43 and 4/5. Sunday, only 3 games. 12 o'clock on CBS, Northwestern at Rutgers. My line's Rutgers by 9, total 44 and 2/5. And it is 6.5 and The total is, for this, 40.5. So for this one, I'm going to go with the over. 3:30 on CBS. Number 18, Oregon State at San Jose State. My line is San Jose State by 4 total, 50 and 13/20. And Oregon State is giving a whopping 16.5 total, 55.5. That is insane. Give me San Jose State getting the 16.5, and I'm going to give them out plus 570 to win. I don't think Oregon State's going to be that good. I think they're overrated. And last but not least, the game of the weekend, 7:30, Sunday night on ABC from Orlando. Number 5 LSU, number 8 Florida State. My projection, Florida State by 9, total 57. And it's LSU by 2.5, total 55.5. Oh my goodness, give me Florida State getting the points and plus 108 outright. Florida State's better. They have the better quarterback, in my opinion, although Jalen Daniels gets a lot of hype, but he's overhyped. So, give me Jordan Travis and the Seminoles to get off to a good start and knock off LSU in a what shouldn't really be an upset. Let's be honest. All right, now move on to baseball. That was really fun doing the college football. We'll be quick with the baseball. We'll go over everything. Look ahead to the weekend. Tigers over the Yankees 4-3-10 on a walk-off error by Gleyber Torres as Kerry Carpenter scores the game-winning run for the Tigers. Marlins over the Nats 6-1, Giants over the Padres 7-2, Braves over the Dodgers 8-7. All right, today 1 o'clock, makeup from April 5th, Cubs-Reds, Jordan Wicks and Graham Ashcraft. They couldn't make up this game until today, which is insane. Cubs minus 112, Reds minus 104 over under 9.5, minus 110 each way. Cubs minus 1.5 is plus 134, Reds plus 1.5 is minus 162. Give me the Cubs at minus 112. Cubs Reds again at 6:30. No pitching matchup set. 7 o'clock, Marlins Nats, Yuri Perez and Jake Irvin. Marlins minus 162, Nats plus 136, over under 8, overs minus 122, unders even money. Marlins minus 1.5 is even money, Nats plus 1.5 is minus 120. I'm going to go with the under at even money. Mariners Mets, Logan Gilbert and Cody Senga. Pick 'em minus 180 each way, over under 7.5, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. Mariners minus 1.5 is plus 158, Mets plus 1.5 is minus 192. Give me the Mariners at minus 108. I don't understand why they're not favored. Rays Guardians, Tyler Glasnow and Cal Quantrill. Rays minus 180, Guardians plus 152, over under 7.5, overs minus 122, unders even money. Rays minus 1.5 is minus 105, Guardians plus 1.5 is minus 114. I'm going to take the Guardians plus the 1.5 at minus 114, just to hang around. 8 o'clock, Twins Rangers, Joe Ryan, Max Scherzer. Rangers minus 152, Twins plus 128, over under 8, minus 110 each way. Twins plus 1.5 is minus 170, Rangers minus 1.5 is plus 140. I like full game under, but I don't feel good about it. Yanks Astros, Carlos Rodon, Justin Verlander. Astros minus 178, Yankees plus 150, over under 8.5, overs minus 102, unders minus 120. Yanks plus 1.5 is minus 152. Astros minus 1.5 is plus 126. Astros run line. They're going to destroy the Yankees. The Yankees are getting swept. I'd be surprised if they won a game this weekend. Astros all the way in this series. James Paxton and Jordan Lyles is your pitching matchup for Red Sox Royals. Sox minus 180, Royals plus 152, over under 9.5, minus 110 each way. Boston minus 1.5 and Royals plus 1.5 is minus 110 each way as well. I like the over. Tigers White Sox, Eduardo Rodriguez and Tuki Toussaint. Tigers minus 136, White Sox plus 116, over under 8.5, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Tigers minus 1.5 is plus 116, White Sox plus 1.5 is minus 138. I like the under. Phillies Brewers, Zach Wheeler and Freddie Peralta. Phillies minus 116, Brewers minus 102, over under 7.5, minus 110 each way. Phillies minus 1.5 is plus 146, Brewers plus 1.5 is minus 178. I'm taking the Phillies minus 116. I'm surprised they're that short of a favorite. Pirates Cardinals 8:15. Mitch Keller and Dakota Hudson. Cards minus 116. Pirates minus 102 over under 8.5 minus 110 each way. Pirates minus 1.5 is plus 155. Cards plus 1.5 is minus 188. I like full game over. 8:30 Jays Rockies. Hyunjin Ryu and Chris Flexen. Jays minus 188, Rockies plus 158, over under 12, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Jays minus 1.5 is minus 125, Rockies plus 1.5 is plus 104. I like the under. That's high. Angels A's. Patrick Sandoval, JP Sears. Angels minus 142, A's plus 120, over under 8, minus 110 each way. Angels minus 1.5 is plus 122, A's plus 1.5 is minus 146. I am going to go with the over. O's D-backs. Interesting series. Cole Irvin and Zach Davies. O's minus 118. D-backs even money, over under 9.5. Minus 110 each way. O's minus 1.5 is plus 142. D-backs plus 1.5 is minus 172. I'm taking the O's on the money line, minus 118. So many short favorites and dogs I like today. Giants Padres. Tristan Beck. Michael Wacha. Padres minus 138, Giants plus 118, over under 8, overs minus 120, unders minus 102. Giants plus 1.5 is minus 176, Padres minus 1.5 is plus 146. Why isn't the market adjusting to the Padres? They adjusted to the Yankees. Why can't they adjust to the Padres? And it seems like they really haven't adjusted to the Mets either, looking at tonight's line. Give me the Giants plus 118. 10 o'clock, Braves Dodgers. Max Fried, Julio Urias. The Dodgers are a home underdog for the second night in a row. How about that? They're plus 108. The Braves are minus 126, over under 8.5. Overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Braves minus 1.5 is plus 128. Dodgers plus 1.5 is minus 154. I'm going with the under. That's a high total. All right. The weekend, 4 o'clock, Marlins, Nats, Angels, Guardians, 6 o'clock, Rays, Guardians, 6:40, Cubs, Reds, 7 o'clock, Yanks, Astros, Royals hosting the Red Sox, Tigers at the White Sox, Mariners at the Mets. On Fox, Twins, Rangers, Phillies, Brewers, Pirates, Cardinals, 8 o'clock, O's, D-backs, Jays, Rockies, 8:30, Giants, Padres, and 9 o'clock, Braves, Dodgers. And then Sunday, 12 o'clock, Cubs, Reds, 1 o'clock on Peacock, Phillies, Brewers, 1:30, Marlins, Nats, Mariners, Mets, 2 o'clock, Red Sox, Royals, Tigers, White Sox, 2:15, Pirates, Cardinals, 2:30, Twins, Rangers, 3 o'clock, Blue Jays, Rockies, 4 o'clock, Angels, A's, Braves, Dodgers, O's, D-backs, Rays, Guardians, Giants, Padres, and Sunday Night Baseball, undeservingly, at Yankees, Astros, or the Astros are going to kick the Yankees' ass, as they should. Braves, Dodgers got robbed of Sunday Night Baseball, for sure. And instead, we had to watch the pathetic Yankees get their asses kicked on Sunday Night Baseball. All right, on the FIBA, we have results to go over from a little bit of yesterday and this morning, and look ahead to everything the weekend. The one result we have to talk about from yesterday that we didn't, France over Iran, 82-55 in the 17 through 32 classification. This morning, Italy over Serbia, 78-76. Germany over Georgia, 173. These are all second round, by the way. U.S. over Montenegro, 85-73. Latvia over Spain, 74-69. Going on right now, DR with a 8-point lead over Puerto Rico. Slovenia with a nice lead over Australia. Greece with a small lead over Lithuania in the third. And then just underway, Canada, Brazil. All right, 3:15, 17 through 32 classification. ESPN Plus, Venezuela, Finland. I'm debating whether to pick these games or not. I'm not, because we don't have time. 3:45, South Sudan, Angola. 4:30, Egypt, New Zealand. Almost said New England. 5:30, France, Ivory Coast. 6:55, Cape Verde, Japan. 7:45, China, Philippines. 8:15, Mexico, Jordan. And 9:15, Lebanon, Iran. And then second round, Sunday, 3:15, Georgia, Australia. 3:45, Puerto Rico, Italy. 4:25, Montenegro, Greece. 5:30, Latvia, Brazil. 6:55, Slovenia, Germany. 7:45, Serbia, DR. 8:30 a.m., ESPN2, Lithuania, U.S., and 9:15 Canada, Spain, which should be an interesting game. All right, to the WNBA. We will go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to today and the weekend. Sun over to Mercury, 84-74. Aces over to Mystics, 84-75. Storm over to Sparks, 72-61. We'll pick the games for tonight. 7 o'clock, Wings Fever. The Wings are giving 5.5 total, 168.5. Give me the Fever getting the points. I think Alea Boston shows up and out a little bit. 8 o'clock, Dream Lynx. Lynx giving 1.5 total, 165.5. I'm going to lay it with the Lynx. And then, last but not least, Sun Liberty. Good game. Liberty giving 7.5 total, 164.5. Liberty are overpriced in the betting market again, but they're playing well this time. But I like the over. Saturday, 9 o'clock, NBA TV, Storm Aces. And then Sunday, 3 o'clock, ESPN2, Liberty Sky. 4 o'clock, Fever Wings. 7 o'clock, NBA TV, Mercury Lynx. And 7:30, the Mystics against the Sparks. All right, now move on to tennis. We'll go over the U.S. Open results from yesterday and look ahead to the U.S. Open for today and the weekend. We'll start with the men's from yesterday. 3-seed Daniil Medvedev over Chris O'Connell in 4 sets. 1-seed Carlos Alcaraz over Lloyd Harris in 3. Sebastian Baez over Felipe Alves in 3 and a walkover. 26-seed Dan Evans over Botic van de Zandschulp in 4 sets. 18 Andrei Rublev over Gael Monfils in 4. 23-seed Nicholas Jarry over Alex Mickelson in 4. 16-seed Cam Norrie over Yu Hasu in 3. Matteo Arnaldi over Arthur Fils in 5. Arthur Rinderknecht over Matteo Berrettini in 2 and a walkover. 19-seed Grigor Dimitrov over Andy Murray in 3. 6-seed Jannik Sinner over Lorenzo Sonego in 3. 12-seed Alexander Zverev over Daniel Altmaier in 4. Michael Mo over John Isner in 5. Jack Draper over 17-seed Hubert Hurkacz in 3. All right, today, third round, 12 o'clock. 14-seed Tommy Paul and 21-seed Alejandro David Fokina. 12-15 Ben Sheldon, Aslan Karastev. 1:30, 22-seed Adrian Manarino and 10-seed Francis Tiafoe. 1:45, Zizhen Zhang and Rinky Hishkata. 2:15, Dominic Stricker and Ben Bonzi. 6 o'clock, Borna Gojo and Jiri Vesely. 7 o'clock, Jacob Mensik and 19 Taylor Fritz. And 8:15, 32-seed Laszlo Dejaer and 2-seed Novak Djokovic. Saturday, third round, TBD for times. 3-seed Daniil Medvedev and Sebastian Baez. Matteo Arnaldi and 16-seed Cam Norrie. Arthur Rinderknecht and 18 Andrei Rublev. 12-seed Alexander Zverev and 19-seed Grigor Dimitrov. 23-seed Nicholas Jarry and 13-seed Alex de Minaur. Sam Wawrinka and 6-seed Jannik Sinner. Michael Mo and Jake Draper, and 1-seed Carlos Alcaraz, and 26-seed Dan Evans. All right, women's results from yesterday. 3-seed Jessica Pegula over Patricia Teague in 2 sets. Great Minin over Satya Vikiri in 3 sets. 5-seed Ons Jabeur over Linda Noskova in 3. 31-seed Marie Buskova over Petra Martic in 2. 13-seed Daria Kasatkina over Sofia Kenin in 3. 19-seed Marketa Vondrousova over Martina Trevisan in 2. 17-seed Madison Keys over Yanina Wickmeyer in 2. 26-seed Alina Svitolina over Anastasia Pavlyuchova in 3. 22-seed Ekaterina Alexandrova over Luzia Sarenko in 2. 2-seed Arina Sablenka over Judy Baraj in 2. Clara Burrell over 25-seed Carolina Pliskova in 2. 14 Lumila Samsonova over Tamara Korpach in 2. Lucia Bronzetti over Eva Lies in 2. Katie Bolter over Yafan Wong in 3. 23-seed Quinn Zhang over Kaya Kanepi in 3. And Peyton Stearns over Clara Towson in 2. Now we move on to today. So 11 o'clock, Carolina Muchova and Taylor Townsend. Xinyu Wang and Anna Carolina Shvedlova. 12:15, Juanita Swiatek and Kaja Juvan. 12:30, Jelena Ostapenko and Bernarda Pera. 2 o'clock, Caroline Wozniacki and Jennifer Brady. 5 o'clock, Lin Zhu and 50-seed Belinda Bencic. 7 o'clock, 32-seed Elise Mertens and 6-seed Coco Gauff. That's a good one. And 9 o'clock, another good one. Alina Rybakina, the 4-seed against 30-seed Sorana Cristia. And then Saturday, we do have, they all say 11 o'clock, but I think that's not accurate. 23-seed Coen Zhang and Lucia Bronzetti. Green Minin and 13-seed Daria Kasakina. Ekaterina Alexandrova, your 22-seed, and 9-seed Marketa Vondrasova. 14-seed Ludmila Samsonova and 17-seed Madison Keys. Katie Bolter and Peyton Stearns. 5-seed Anja Born Marie Buskova. And 26-seed Alina Svitolina and 3-seed Jessica Pegula. So there you have it. The U.S. Open. No golf this weekend, so now we move on to NASCAR. We will go over the results. Look ahead to the weekend. So no trucks this weekend. So Xfinity tomorrow, 3:30 from USA. The channel USA, and at Darlington is where the race will be held. So earlier in the year at Darlington, Kyle Larson won the Xfinity race. I don't think that he's going to race in Xfinity this weekend. Oh, he is. He's the favorite at -180. Denny Hamlin's 250. Wow, so there's a lot of big names in there from Cup. I like Austin Hill at 19-1. I'm going to pick him to win the Sport Clips Haircuts VFW Help a Hero 200. And then the Cup Series is 6 o'clock on USA from Darlington. The Cookout Southern 500 from Darlington. William Byron won there earlier in the year. And I'm going to go with somebody who is in his last year, and I think that he wants to go out on top with the track that he's very familiar with, and that's Kevin Harvick at 18-1. I'm going to pick him to win the Cookout Southern 500. All right, now I'm going to do my NFL safety rankings. I will go over them. And there's 64 safeties, because 2 for every team. So, without further ado, here we go. 64, Alohi Gilman, Chargers. 63, Nick Scott, Bengals. 62, Rodney Thomas, the second, Colts. 61, Jalen Petre, Texans. 60, Dax Hill, Bengals. 59, Julian Blackman, Colts. 58, Brandon Jones, Dolphins. 57, Jason Pinnock, Giants. 56, Grant Delpit, Browns. 55, Kirby Joseph, Lions. 54, Richie Grant, Falcons. 53, Brian Cook, Chiefs. 52, Tony Adams, Jets. 51, Tracy Walker III, Lions. 50, Jordan Fuller, Rams. 49, DeMonte Kazee, Steelers. 48, Justin Reed, Chiefs. 47, Jalen Thompson, Cardinals. 46, Jaquan Brisker, Bears. 45, Deshaun Gibson Sr., 49ers. 44, Caton Stearns, Broncos. 43, Cameron Bynum, Vikings. 42, Rudy Ford, Packers. 41, Rayshon Jenkins, Jaguars. 40, Talanoa Hufanga, 49ers. 39, John Johnson III, Rams. 38, Xavier Woods, Panthers. 37, Jordan Whitehead, Jets. 36, Derek Forrest, Commanders. 35, Donovan Wilson, Cowboys. 34, Terrell Edmonds, Eagles. 33, Von Bell, Panthers. 32, Quandre Diggs, Seahawks. 31, Juan Thornhill, Browns. 30, Ryan Neal, Buccaneers. 29, Eddie Jackson, Bears. 28, Jamal Adams, Seahawks. 27, Trayvon Moehrig, Raiders. 26, Xavier McKinney, Giants. 25, Andre Sisco, Jaguars. 24, Reed Blankenship, Eagles. 23, Malik Hooker, Cowboys. 22, Marcus Epps, Raiders. 21, Darnell Savage, Packers. 20, Marcus May, Saints. 19, Amani Hooker, Titans. 18, Adrian Phillips, Patriots. 17, Buda Baker, Cardinals. 16, Jesse Bates III, Falcons. 15, Kyle Duggar, Patriots. 14, Harrison Smith, Vikings. 13, Tyrann Mathieu, Saints. 12, Antoine Winfield Jr., Buccaneers. 11, Javon Holland, Dolphins. 10, Micah Hyde, Bills. 9, Jimmy Ward, Texans. 8, Cameron Krul, Commanders. 7, Justin Simmons, Broncos. 6, Jordan Poyer, Bills. 5, Kevin Byard, Titans. 4, Marcus Williams, Ravens. 3, Kyle Hamilton, Ravens. 2, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Steelers. And number 1, Derwin James Jr., Chargers. 1 versus 2 is interesting. James, I just think that he has a higher ceiling than Minkah. But Minkah over Derwin, the argument is that Derwin's always hurt and Minkah's always consistent. Kyle Hamilton was an awesome year 1 safety last year. Marcus Williams, his teammates, really good too. Byard's underrated. Jordan Poyer, when he's healthy, he's really good. Justin Simmons is awesome. Cameron Krul ended up number 8. He's coming off a breakout year for the Commanders. Jimmy Ward's really good still. And Micah Hyde's still up there among one of the better safeties too. And safety is a deep position this year. So that is pretty neat. All right, now we move on to the news and notes for today. So we're going to do rapid fire. But the biggest news of the morning, the ACC inviting 3 new teams as officials to vote. Officials voted to invite Stanford, Cal, and SMU to expand the conference to 18 teams. So I'm not surprised because this has been talked about for several weeks now. I don't like the idea of East Coast teams traveling the West, but there is speculation that Clemson, Florida State, and North Carolina may move on to bigger and better things. But North Carolina I'm a little bit skeptical of, only because of the rivalry with Duke for basketball. But I don't know if they give a shit about that or not right now. But you know that Florida State and Clemson are going to end up in the SEC or the Big Ten down the road because they think they're better than everybody else. At least for football. So we'll see what happens there. It's not good for the Pac-12. So now there's 2 standing, Wazoo and Oregon State. And this obviously impacts them if they go to the Mountain West. That could impact Jonathan Smith, the coach at Oregon State, who might not want to coach in the Mountain West. He might want to leave and coach elsewhere. So we'll see what ends up with the remaining of the Pac-2. And in the AAC, could afford to lose a team because they picked up all those CUSA teams, and maybe they get James Madison down the road or Coastal Carolina or somebody like that. Mike Evans likely leaving the Bucks as he's likely playing his last season in Tampa as contract talks stall. That's not surprising. They're going to trade him at the deadline. Brady's gone anyway. They should just blow it up and rebuild. So they're arguably smart to do that. We talked about the TJ Hawkinson extension on the podcast yesterday. $68.5 million, and he's making over $17 a year. And Alec Engold, the Dolphins fullback, resets the market too. 3 years, $17.2 million. So that's an interesting extension. Jalen Reagor was cut from the Vikings, and the Patriots picked him up. So that is not surprising. Cooper Kupp has an injury setback as he's day-to-day as he continues to deal with the hamstring injury. If he's out week 1, oh my goodness. Fade the Rams. Jeff Wilson Jr. on IR. with an injury. So Raheem Mostert and Devin Akane move up Dolphins running back chart with Wilson out the first 4 games of the season. The league won't punish Tyreek Hill as he will not face discipline for an incident in which he allegedly struck a man at a Miami marina. So Tyreek is lucky there. We'll go to baseball now. So the waiver wire, the Guardians picked up 3 pitchers from the Angels, Lucas Giolito, Matt Moore, and Reynaldo Lopez. We'll see how the Guardians fare with that. I thought that was weird that they picked those guys up. Maybe they want to re-sign Giolito in the offseason. I thought that was very bizarre. How far back are they in the Central 5? Okay, they're not that far out of the division hunt. So I understand why they did that. They're still kind of in the mix for the division. Ronald Acuna Jr. becomes the first player with 30 home runs and over 60 stolen bases in a season, as he had a go-ahead grand slam yesterday against the Dodgers. Oh my goodness, White Sox fans got to be furious. The White Sox won't pursue Ohtani as Terry Reinsdorf eliminated any plans to sign Shohei. We're not going to be in any Ohtani race. Are you kidding me? That fan base must be losing their minds. And then this man has the balls to say that he has no intentions of selling the team. I like what I'm doing as bad as it is. Who says that? He's an awful owner. They won the World Series in spite of him in 2005. He's terrible. He's a bad owner in both the NBA and Major League Baseball. And neither of those teams are probably going to win with that guy. I mean, the Bulls came close with Derrick Rose. And that era. So, yeah. This guy's so bad. Strong expectation is that Pete Alonso will remain with the Mets in 2024 despite trade rumors. So the Mets are expected to keep him. So this is a cat and mouse game. One report said that he was expected to be traded. Now he's expected to stay. That's why you never buy two-side reporting. And then it comes out the other day that the Yankees are expected to keep Aaron Boone after it was reported they're expected to fire Aaron Boone. So let's see if Andy Martino is right about Pete Alonso and Aaron Boone remaining with their teams or not. And speaking of the Yankees, Hal Steinbrenner told the AP why the team didn't make any major moves at the deadline. He said the Yankees traded too many guys. Are you freaking kidding me? Brian Cashman would never say that. That came from Hal Steinbrenner. This guy's starting to piss me off more than Cashman as a Yankees fan. Like, he's not a good owner. James Dolan has surpassed him on my New York owners lists. And Steve Cohen's every bit as Hal Steinbrenner, and everyone says he's George, but no, nobody will ever be George Steinbrenner. Even though Steve Cohen spent all that money, it was an epic failure, and he gave up on it right away. Steve Cohen might end up being the next, the former Marlins owner, Jeff Luria. The Jeffrey Luria. That's who Steve Cohen looks like he is. The next Jeffrey Luria, with spending all this money and only to blow it up. And now Hal's coming out and saying, oh, he traded too many guys. Listen, they did trade a lot of guys, but that's never an excuse. That is pathetic. And then the Reds claim Harrison Bader off of waivers, as well as Hunter Renfroe. So it's funny that I think I threw out the Reds as a possibility for Bader yesterday on the show. So we'll see how he does with Cincinnati. I think he's overrated. He's always hurt. And the Yankees, there's a reason why they say, okay, you can go. And plus, he was terrible this season. He's hitting like .230. After being cut by the Yankees, the Brewers signed Josh Donaldson to a minor league deal. We'll see if being out of New York will rejuvenate him, just like it kind of rejuvenated Aaron Hicks for a little bit. So the UCL draw results came in. as PSG, Dortmund, Milan, and Newcastle are all in Group F. And the other Champions League draw for group stage notables. There's a lot of different groups, and it all begins in February. We don't really have time to go over all of them, but Group F is nuts. So Liverpool and Gravenberch worked out a deal as the Reds agreed to a deal worth $43 million for him, so that is interesting. The Cubs are calling up 23-year-old Alexander Canarino to make his big league debut after posting an .866 OPS in AAA, so that's exciting that the Cubs are calling up yet another player to help them. Julie Ertz retires as she calls it a career, 2-time World Cup winner. Pat Beverly says that Anthony Edwards will leave the Timberwolves and play for a big market. That's going to be down the road, I would think. Not now. I think that the clock will start with him within the next couple of years, maybe 2 years from now. And the Lakers are still eyeing Trae Young as Young has long been on Los Angeles' radar, depending on how his situation unfolds in Atlanta. Alrighty, so there you have it for the news and notes. And now we will move on to Best Bet. I'm going to go with college football for Best Bet. There was a pick I really liked, and it's Louisville minus 7.5. The second night in a row, I'm going with the big ESPN game. I went with the over. That didn't work out. Florida just couldn't score a lick. So I'm going to lay a quarter unit on Louisville minus the 7.5 against Georgia Tech. All right, the Fab Five time. You know the drill. A quarter unit per pick, including the money line. All right. So the first pick of week 1 for the Fab Five. I'm taking Louisiana Tech getting the 20.5. That is way too many points. I think Louisiana Tech is going to be pretty good this year. And SMU, I think, is going to be really good too. But that line is way too high. SMU wins by 2 touchdowns. La Tech covers. Next pick of the Fab Five. I will take Western Kentucky minus the 11.5 against USF. I think USF is going to be terrible this year. So I'm going to lay the 11.5 of Western Kentucky against South Florida. Pick number 3, I'm taking North Texas getting the 6.5 against Cal. I think this is a big spot for North Texas. I think Cal is looking ahead to the ACC. I know they might play motivated now, but I just don't like the spot. Pick number 4. I'm going to take UTSA minus the 1.5 against Houston. I love UTSA. It was on winners last night from Scott Van Pelt. That makes me feel a little better about it. But I think UTSA is in for a big season, so I'm going to lay the points. And the last pick of the Fab Five. I'm going to take Wyoming getting the 14 against Texas Tech. I think that's a trap game for Tech. So I'm going to take Wyoming getting the 14 against Texas Tech, as Texas Tech is looking ahead to their home opener against Oregon. And the underdog moneyline pick of the week, I have a couple of nominees. I said them throughout the podcast. And my rule is over a field goal. And there's a ton of nominees this week. And the one that I chose to go with, the new and improved Akron Zips, plus 290 at Temple. I just think that Temple's overrated. I think Akron could be in for a surprise week 1 win as a double-digit underdog. So go big or go home. I'm taking Akron on the money line for the money line underdog pick of the week. All right, so that's it for the show. I'll be back on Monday recapping everything and looking ahead. So everything on Monday, we have the kicker rankings, and I have my big NFL predictions show that is going to drop on Monday night as well. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.